the latest on the Olympics in Rio de Janeiro. All times local 6:30 p.m. Medal alert. No missed shots or missed medals for Russia's Alexander Laysun this time. Only gold. Laysun held off a big charge by reigning world champion Pavlo Tymoshenko in the final event of men's modern pentathlon on Saturday, capturing a gold medal for years after being disappointed in London. Tymoshenko moved up from 8th at the start of the running/shooting combination finale to earn silver. Mexico's Ismael Hernandez-Escanza captured bronze. Laysun is a two-time world champion and holder of 2 world records, but missed 5 shots on his final shooting turn at the 2012 London Games to finish 4th. He was solid all the way through in Rio, taking the lead after the fencing bonus round and staying there until he waved to the crowd just before crossing the finish line. _6:30 p.m. The leader of the Australian Olympic team is saying sorry to its athletes for the flap that saw 10 of them detained over basketball game credentials. Kitty Chigler says in a statement that she is sorry about the trauma suffered by the athletes held for hours at a police station until early Saturday morning. The Australian Olympic Committee says 10 athletes were detained at Friday's Serbia-Australia men's basketball semifinals out of concern their credentials had been tampered with so they could get inside. Chigler says the athletes were not at fault and the AOC says it's investigating who was responsible for not following credentials rules. 9 of the athletes faced charges of falsifying the document. A 10th was held as a witness. Rather than deal with a criminal case and wait 3 weeks to go before a judge, the committee issued an apology to a judge and says it will pay a fine of 10,000 Brazilian reals $3,100 for each of the 9. Once those are paid, they'll get their passports back. Australia lost the game and will play Spain for the bronze on Sunday. _6:20 p.m. Neymar scored in the 27th minute as Brazil took a 1-0 lead at halftime in the men's Olympic soccer final. The crowd at the iconic Maracanã Stadium roared when Neymar's free kick bounced off the crossbar and into the goal on Saturday. Brazil is looking for its first gold medal in soccer. Brazilian fans are also hoping for a bit of redemption after the 7-1 loss to Germany's senior team at the World Cup 2 years ago. Younger squads play in the Olympics, but pride is still in play. Brazil has finished with the silver medal 3 times and the bronze twice. 4 years ago, it lost to Mexico in the final in London. Germany is playing in the Olympics for the first time since 1988, when U.S. coach Jurgen Klinsmann was on the team. It won the bronze at the time, when it competed as West Germany. It has never won the gold. _6:20 p.m. Medal alert. Chen Aizhen of China has won men's 10-meter platform, giving the Chinese their 7th title in 8 diving events at the Rio Games. That equals China's best performance at the Olympics. The diving superpower also won 7 of the golds at the 2008 Games in Beijing. Aizhen totaled 585.30 points. He was perfect on his last dive, earning all 10s for a back 2 1/2 somersaults with 2 1/2 twists to close the contest on Saturday night. German Sanchez of Mexico earned silver at 532.70. Defending champion David Boudia of the United States took bronze at 525.25. China's Fu Bo, the silver medalist for years ago in London, finished 6th. Britain's Tom Daley, the bronze medalist in 2012, had failed to make the final. He finished last among 18 divers in the semifinals. _6:20 p.m. Medal alert. Margarita Marman became the 5th straight Russian to claim the Olympic all-around title in rhythmic gymnastics, edging 3-time world champion Yana Kudryavtseva on Saturday. Marman, the runner-up to Kudryavtseva each of the last 2 years, posted a total score of 76.483. The 20-year-old put up the top score on clubs and the second-best score among the 10 finalists on 2, ribbon and ball. Kudryavtseva was close behind in 75.608. The 18-year-old was done in when she failed to catch one of her clubs during the end of her club routine to give Marman enough breathing room. Gatina Zavdanova of Ukraine earned bronze. _6:20 p.m. Mexico's top-seeded Maria Espinosa will face China's number 2 Zhang Shuyan in the finals of the women's taekwondo heavyweight division on Saturday evening. Serbia's defending Olympic champion in the over 67 kg division, Milica Mandic, was knocked out in the quarterfinals. Espinosa, the bronze medalist from the London Games, only just made it into the final after winning her semi-final in overtime. Jack defeated current world champion Bianca Walton of the UK to get to the final. In the men's division, third seed Abdulrazak Isufu of Niger will fight Azerbaijan's second-seeded Radek Iziev in the gold medal match. At 6 feet 9 inches, Isufu towered over all of his opponents and used his height advantage to land numerous head kicks on his rivals, including world number 1 Dmitry Shokin of Uzbekistan, who he defeated out in the semifinal to roars from the partisan crowd. _____5:45 p.m. Medal alert. 20-year-old Russian sensation Abdulrashid Sadullayev has won his first gold medal in the 86 kg division of men's freestyle wrestling. Sadullayev beat Turkey's Salim Yasir 5-0 Saturday for his third consecutive world title and the third gold for the Russians in wrestling at the Rio Games. Sadullayev scored on a pair of two-point moves late in the first period and beating Yasir in the world final for the second year in a row. Sadullayev outscored his opponent a staggering 28-1 in the Olympic tournament. Bronze medals went to Azerbaijan's Yuri Sharafovi and American Zhdenkov, who scored the takedown with 6 seconds left to give the U.S. its first freestyle medal of these games. ____5:25 p.m. Medal alert. Russia has beaten France 22-19 to win gold in women's handball. It is the first women's handball gold for Russia, though the Soviet Union won in 1976 and 1980. France's silver is its first women's handball medal, and it has a chance to add men's gold Sunday. The hard-fought, defense-first final, with the lowest scoring total in Olympic women's history, saw Russia take a 4-goal advantage with 5 minutes to go, then grind out the win. Russia's Anna Vakhtarova shared top scorer honors on 5 goals with France's Alison Pino and Saraband Emily. Earlier, pre-tournament favorite Norway cruised to bronze in a 36-26 win over the Netherlands, with 7 goals from tournament top scorer Nora Mork. On Sunday, France and Denmark play for men's gold after Germany and Poland contest bronze. ___5:20 p.m. Russia's Alexander Sun has maintained his lead in modern pentathlon through equestrian, though the competition is closing the gap. Sun moved into the lead following the fencing competition, but his cushion dwindled from 23 points to 9 after an average equestrian run. Great Britain's Joseph Chu is second and Egypt's Samro El Jazairi is third heading into the final event, the combination of shooting and running. ____5:10 p.m. The dominant U.S. women's basketball team won a 6th consecutive Olympic gold medal in impressive fashion, routing Spain 101-72 on Saturday. Diana Taurasi and the Americans played nearly flawless basketball in Rio, and were never challenged. They have won 49 consecutive games in the Olympics with only one of those decided by single digits. They won by nearly 40 points a game, but fell short of the record 102.4 points the 1996 team averaged. The U.S., which beat Spain by 40 in a preliminary round game, got off to a slow start and only led 21-17 after the first quarter. Then the Americans got going with a 16-3 run in the second that blew the game open and the rout and celebration was on. ____3:40 p.m. Medal alert. Charlyn Lopez gave Cuba its second boxing gold medal of the day, beating Uzbekistan's Bekmir Melikuzi by unanimous decision in the middleweight final. Lopez swept the scores 30-27, 29-28 and 29-28. He joined bantamweight Robeisy Ramirez as Cuba's 2 gold medalists of the day. Cuba finished the boxing tournament with 3 golds and 6 total medals. ____3:20 p.m. Kimberly's top-ranked U.S. women's volleyball team has earned an Olympic bronze medal, hardly the color the Americans planned for when they came to Brazil chasing the program's first gold in history. The U.S. topped the Netherlands 25-23, 25-27, 25-22, 25-19 Saturday, bouncing back for bronze 2 days after a heartbreaking 5-set defeat to Serbia in the semifinals. After Kim Hill's ace on match point, the U.S. women fell into an embrace and Killy hugged his coaches and brought his team together for a cheer. The Netherlands shined playing in its first Olympics since 1996 in Atlanta, where they finished 4th and surprised many as the Dutch put women's volleyball on the map with their gutsy, never-give-up style. 3:15 p.m. Saturday. Neymar scored a pair of goals and Nigeria won the Olympic bronze medal by holding off Honduras 3-2 on Saturday in Belo Horizonte. It was Nigeria's third overall Olympic medal in soccer. The West African nation won gold at the 1996 Olympics with a 3-2 victory over Argentina, and won the silver in 2008, falling to Argentina 1-0 in the final. The medal was a reward for an Olympic tournament that got off to a rocky start. Nigeria's arrival in Brazil was delayed until just hours before the team's opening match because of a flight mix-up in Atlanta. Honduras, which challenged with a pair of late goals, heads home from Brazil empty-handed, but the team's appearance in the medal round was its best ever finish at the Olympics. Brazil plays Germany in the gold medal match later Saturday at Rio's famed Maracana Stadium. 3:15 p.m. Two-time world champion Alexander Early, son of Russia, has surged to the lead in men's modern pentathlon through the bonus fencing round. The favorite to win gold in Rio, Lee Sun won the one-touch fencing event to build a commanding lead after 2 of 5 events. Lee Sun has 592 points, with Egypt's Omar El Jafiri and Great Britain's Joseph Chu tied for second with 569. Lee Sun is the current world record holder for overall points and fencing. He has never finished worse than third in 7 world championships, but was a disappointing fourth at the 2012 London Games. 3 p.m. Medal alert. Cuban boxer Robeisy Ramirez used a strong third round to finish off top American prospect Shakur Stevenson and win Olympic boxing gold in the bantamweight final. The fight was even on the scorecards through 2 rounds. Ramirez, now a two-time Olympic gold medalist, won 29-28 on 2 scorecards. The 19-year-old Stevenson, fighting out of Newark, New Jersey, won 1 card 29-28. Ramirez celebrated gold with a backflip in the ring. Stevenson, who had been cheered on by retired great Floyd Mayweather earlier in the tournament, pulled his vest over his face and walked off to a railing to compose himself. With a towel over his head, Stevenson sobbed and was consoled by his family. He lost an international bout for the first time in his career. 3 p.m. Christian Preciuti scored 4 goals to help Italy beat Montenegro 12-10 in the bronze medal match in men's water polo. It's the second straight Olympic medal for Italy, which lost to Croatia in the London final. Coupled with the silver for Italy's women's team on Friday, it's the only country to medal in both water polo tournaments in Rio de Janeiro. Montenegro finished 4th for the 3rd straight Olympics. Alexander Radovic scored with 1:57 left to get Montenegro within 1. But Matteo De Icardi, wearing a mask to protect his broken nose from earlier in the tournament, connected on a long-range skip shot to help close it out for Italy. Valentino Gallo added 3 goals for Italy, which lost 10-8 to Serbia in the semifinals.